Good afternoon. Tony Dattino here, founder of the USA Memory Championship, and happy to tell you we are weeks away from hosting our 26th USA event at Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. I had the opportunity of addressing a group of people this morning at a memory workshop focused on what are the elements in your life that make a difference and why you find coming to this workshop to be so important. And I tied it into something I called one of the principles of cognitive fitness that I learned years ago from Tony Buzan. And in reviewing it today, the participants just kind of perked up and just, it was like a real burst of energy and a liveliness in the class that was really just fun to be a part of. So let me first tell you what the principle was. Contrary to what people believe, that as you get older, it's harder to learn new information. As you get older, there's just no point. Your brain is fixed, and there's no point of trying to learn anything more. Science of the last 10 years, at least 10, has suggested that we can continue to learn no matter what our age and where we are in life if we chose to do so. And so in talking to a group of people I would probably define as seniors, they found it enlightening to think that they could continue to learn and that there was no age where they couldn't learn more. And this doesn't just apply to seniors, this applies to anyone post-college. So there's a wide group of people from the time they leave college to the time they get to be seniors that if only realizing that learning is one of the best learning new things, and the brain seeking information and knowledge, wanting it. It has its exercise, has its desire to continue to feel alive. And I think it would have a great impact on brain diseases and things that impact our cognitive fitness. But the first challenge you have is getting people to believe that there in fact are things that they can do that can alter and make that difference. So the students in today's group found it extremely beneficial and enlightening to believe and be told, at least they felt like they had to be told, which is interesting. Talking to a group of seniors, and really had to tell them this. It's like, wow, this is interesting information, that our brain seeks new information and knowledge regardless of our age. And so I took the opportunity to go around the room and ask several people from attending this workshop, now that we're coming to the end of a semester, what have you found that was interesting that you felt added to your knowledge, it added to your information or your amount of information or knowledge that you had known before you had come into this workshop? And the first thing that a gentleman said to me is, I've learned so much from sharing the experiences of the people in the workshop of different things that I have learned that they've experienced in their life that may help me as I experience some similar things in mine. And a woman chimed in and she said, that's exactly what's been so important to me in this workshop, is that I'm listening to other people's challenges or problems or issues or things that they have solutions or family issues that they've got, or it's kind of like a sharing of life's challenges and how different people from different backgrounds and diversities are able to handle and resolve those challenges. And so she said, this is the kind of information and knowledge that I get from this class every week on the Monday and Wednesday that I attend, that is making a difference in my life. And that is huge. And then the third person says, and we've built friendships in here. We've built social connections with people that have now become our friends. And we look forward to talking with them. We look forward to sitting down at lunch or seeing them when we come in, or sharing during the exercises that are done in the classroom that bring out these natural conversation points that make it very easy to discuss and to talk to one another and feel that you're not being judged, you're not being criticized, and nothing that you share about is silly or goofy or wrong. And so there's a camaraderie within the group that really builds a level of trust and confidence in your communication. And I talk more here in a few hours than I spend at home for the rest of the week. And I find it wonderful that I get to speak and I get to talk. And I don't feel like I'm being judged or that's silly, or you shouldn't be talking about that, you shouldn't feel that way. And so you could just see in the room of 16 people and 5 of the volunteers that there was just an uplifting of saying, yeah, we learn from one another. And we crave that learning. And each time we come here, we're just inspired by the different stories or the different experiences that the different classmates in the workshop share. And the different people share at different times. And so each time we're here, we have someone different that's sharing a different experience of their life that connects to something that I'm experiencing in my life. And that has been building up over the course of the 14 weeks that we're here. And I can't wait till the 2 weeks are over for our semester break, that we start again in August, and we get to find out what have people done during the 2 weeks that they weren't in the class. Because I don't want to take a break. I want to come to this class. I look forward to it. And Mondays and Wednesdays can't come around fast enough. And so I can't wait to come back and look forward to what have each of the people in this room done during these 2 weeks to maintain some level of joy and peace and happiness in their lives. And I bet there are going to be some things I can learn from that. So when we take our next break, you know what? I won't feel that loss. I won't feel that sadness, because the next break will come during Christmas and New Year's weeks. And that's always sometimes a sad time for me, especially as some of my loved ones have passed away. But some of my family travel, live a distance. And so I'd welcome, as we come back from our break, to learn more about that. And of course, the instructors in the class, Catherine Hagen, they love her, and they love her energy, and they love what she brings and the passion and enthusiasm she brings. And Michael Dattino, who happens to be my son, bringing the lessons of memory and things that they can do to help improve cognitive function. And so in the combination of what Michael and Catherine are able to offer these students that are in the workshop, there's just a joy and a level of connectiveness that gives them a purpose, that gives them new learnings, gives them new information, gives them the total opportunity that, man, I should continue to be alive. I should continue to experience new information, learn new things, and go home and share and bring this to my family or to the people that care for me, and make a point of either learning something new at home and bringing that to the class, or reading a book, or going to a hobby, or going to some workshop, and bringing my lessons back and sharing with the class. And that's how we kind of wrapped up our semester that we're currently concluding at the memory workshop done at the YMCA in Dr. Phillips, Florida. And always, in each new semester, there are some new people that join. And what's always been amazing to me is within a week or two, they feel like they're already part of the family. And so these people are so welcoming and so endorsing of new members that they feel welcome in about a week or two. And I shared with them, I appreciate getting up and sharing in front of the room, things that I've learned in my life and sharing with you, because as I sit and listen to each of you every day, it further enhances my learning and my experiences of how the work I've done for 30 years is making a difference in people's lives, and you're making a difference in mine as I listen to the experiences each of you have had. So it's a win-win on a fundamental principle of how do we keep our brain strong, and that is to continue to learn new information, continue to bring new knowledge into our database, and be willing to share that to build the social connectivity and the grouping of family that has no boundaries. We hit the middle of the week. It's hard to believe another week is done. Our Memory Championship is coming up August 23rd, and I invited these people to attend the session on the 23rd up at Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. We'll see how many come, but I'll see them in a couple of weeks. Find out.